the whole situation came to a climax during the Ovambo strike some time ago, and you know that the South African government promised a new system for migrant laborers in this country, but this system didn't work out. It was only on paper, but the real situation was that the Ovambo people coming here to work for the white people was in the same position and were in the same position as they were before the Ovambo strike.
Bishop, your church has been accused of using Christianity as a cloak and of being a political organization. Is this true?
We see our work and our responsibility for our people in the connection with the gospel of Jesus Christ. And the gospel tells us to see the man in his whole existence. We cannot only preach for the saving of the soul, but we are also responsible for the body, you know. And the body is the social, political responsibility of the church too. And we are, as we see ourselves, the mouth of the people who cannot speak for themselves.
De helft van die Westen. En Anthony, baie dankie. Ons waardeer baie dankie nog alles wat goed is, hoor. Daarbij nogmaals baie dankie.
contracted to one employer for 1 year, it was impossible to change your job.
Yes, yes.
Now, how have things changed? Has anything changed?
Not yet. It is the same I told you already, that exactly just whether we came from at Ovamland with a new system contract. They said, this contract is just you are free. You are going to work, but if you don't want to stay at the same job, you are going to change it there. But if we are Ovam people come to work here in Windhoek or everywhere here in Southwest, if I want to change the job and to get another one, they didn't give me a permission to do it. The only thing they said, no, you must, we must assign you, then you're going back to Ovamland. Then you must going to find another job there from Ovamland, not here in Southwest, in Windhoek, such like that.
So even though you're supposed to be allowed to change your jobs now under the new system, that's not possible?
This is not possible, yes.
What do you see as the role of the United Nations in Southwest Africa?
I must say that I'm very disappointed in the role of the United Nations up to now. The Waldheim visit and also the Escher visit have not reached any concrete result for the Namibians here. And the freedom for the South African government to go on like it went on the last years, shows us that the United Nations is not that instrument that will bring peace in this country.
What is the future of the country? It obviously cannot go on indefinitely in this troubled state. What will happen?
I hope myself that it will not go further than the unrest as it was now in Katutura, but as I said, the frustration of the people can lead to anything.
Civil war?
There is no possibility of war, you know, because our people are not allowed to carry any weapons. It's only the South African government coming up with weapons. We have only the natural weapons like stones and so on. And that will be a very unequal fight. That's why we are pleading for peace and the peaceful dialogue with the government, because bloodshed and so on will not save the country.
Alweer plek, rust.
Ooh.
It's often been said that SWAPO is anti-white. Is this true?
No, that is not true. It's only because SWAPO try utmost to organize the people in the country, and we don't want what has been with the whites doing to us, to treat us bad, and also humiliate the people in the country.
Only a policy that is acceptable to all the people in this country can in the end succeed. Then I want to stress it that this also includes the non-whites. It must be acceptable to the non-whites too. While many people are concerned about the non-whites in this country, it seems to be that nobody is ever concerned about the future of the whites in this country. Now we are working at a policy which, in my opinion, will secure a safe place for our children to live in, a place where they can live in peace and prosperity. Unfortunately, people make the mistake to believe that we have in this country only two groups, whites and non-whites. And this is not true. We have here several ethnic groups. We have, for instance, the Okavangus, the Ovambus, the Guerreros, the Damaras, the Namas, the Bushmen, the Bastas. We should not make the mistake to ignore these differences, but rather accept and respect the differences. All we need is time. Time to prove to the world and to the non-whites of this country that we are working on an honest solution to a very complicated problem.
Mr. Moreira, how do you feel about Southwest Africa?
I want to express myself to the world that we want, we have been ill-treated by the Germans. Then after that, the Afrikaners. Then we are very much tired about this ill-treatment of the white government. Now we want our freedom.
Mr. Prime Minister, have you any comment on the recent unrest in Southwest Africa?
No, I have no comments to make, save to say that I'm very pleased that the trouble has blown over.
How do you view the activities of SWAPO in Windhoek lately?
No, I don't think it's time to make comment on that at all. The facts speak for themselves.
Did you have a successful visit, sir?
Very much so, thank you.
Thank you very much.